Hello everyone and welcome back to Causes Gaming. Today we are going to take a look at Ricochet Kills Noir. This simple puzzle game is all about shooting at the correct angles to kill as many people as possible with one single shot. It is available on Steam for €4.99 or your regional equivalent. First, I should probably point out that this game is obviously a port of a mobile game. It shows very heavily in the interface where everything is done in huge buttons. Luckily, this kind of game doesn't really suffer because of it. But let's talk about the game itself. The game provides you with 100 levels to provide your way through. In each of these, you will be presented with a puzzle to solve, and more specifically, you will need to shoot your gun and kill all enemies in each of these. You have a limited number of ammunition to do this, and the number of enemies is much higher than the number of bullets you have available. So, if this is the case, how exactly are you supposed to kill them all? The name of the game suggests how you will do it. The bullets do ricochet from the walls, so you will be able to fire in such a way that the bullets bounce off the walls in the direction of the other enemies. But the bullets don't obviously ricochet forever. Each of the bullets will ricochet for a maximum of 5 times, and sometimes not even that. For instance, if you hit a wooden box, the bullet will get stuck in it, but it will also push the box in the direction the shot was originally aimed in. There are also different things that will stop the bullets. For instance, exploding barrels or mines laid underground. And what you need to do is to find the correct way to fire your shot so all the enemies in each level will die, either from directly being shot or from something falling on them, or even getting an explosion in their face. The gameplay is really simple, and I attribute this to the mobile origin of the game. Not that there is something inherently bad with simple games, but this one probably takes it a bit too far. What I've found to be the best tactic to finish each level is to take 1 or 2 shots to figure out where exactly the bullets will ricochet, restart the level, and then restart it with the knowledge I gained by restarting the level several times before I actually finished it. Yeah, I almost forgot. This game has probably the most mobile of mechanics. Stars for how well you did. Okay, there really isn't much more to say about the game's mechanics. So now let's take a quick look at the game's visuals. The game takes on a very distinct graphical style, reminiscent of the old Noir movies. Most of the game is done simply tones of grey and an occasional red for the exploding barrel. All of the game takes place in front of just a few simple backgrounds that are representing some sort of city from the 1950s, maybe 1960s, and you yourself, like the typical noir film hero, are wearing a hat, a long coat, while holding a gun in one hand and having the other in your pocket. I will honestly say that while in general, I found the aesthetic pretty nice, it does get pretty boring rather quick, as the game doesn't introduce anything new in the graphical department. And I think it won't be even that hard to create like 10 really different backgrounds. But even though the backgrounds do change, they just have the same exact feeling to them. And that is really just a shame in my opinion. Performance wise, there really isn't anything to talk about. It's a mobile game originally done in 2D. It runs well. That's it. So, in conclusion, what can I even say about this game? It isn't a bad game to be honest. The mechanics work well, and it can even be pretty fun. But for what it offers, the price is really high. If the game cost like €2, I would happily recommend it. But for €5, that's a bit too high in my opinion. Especially when you consider you can find many games like this to play for free in your browser. And the games with the same main principles are free as well on your cell. So, unless you really want this game, don't buy it. At least for this price. If you like it but you don't need it now, it's a good idea to wait for a sale and then perhaps buy it. Well, that's it for today guys. Hope you liked the review, and if you did, please consider liking it, subscribing to my channel for more gaming reviews, or comment if you have something you would like to add. And if you didn't like the video, well, dislike it. See you all next time with more gaming content.